you tell me that now.
Oh, right on. It is the AlfromDtown&Chili442 Show.
What is happening?
Show 101, Evan. That's what's happening, baby.
Ooh.
100 show, over 100 shows, man.
That's a lot of content. That's
Yeah.
100 and something hours.
And we want to thank everybody that's made this possible. Tanner is up on my lap right now. Come here.
Are all our shows accessible? If someone wanted to sit down and watch 100 hours worth of us on a work scale, 40 hours a week, taking it easy, 2.5 weeks, they could get through it. Is that possible?
Yeah, I don't think the first couple are on YouTube. I think if you go back through the Facebook, I think I don't remember. Tanner, I am not.
Someone would.
Dude, I've been around all night. I sit back here and you want to play ball. I wish you could talk.
They gotta have your attention,
man. And I tell everybody he's a dickhead, and nobody believes me. They're like, "Oh, he's too cute, man. He's cute as heck." No, he's a dickhead.
Mm-hmm.
So, damn, I forgot to shut off my heater right next to me. Tanner, shut that off. Oh, he jumped down. I thought he was going. I was like, oh. Oh, man. It is the first week of December.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
This fall has flown by.
Oh, man.
It's faster and faster.
Yeah, I actually put up a Christmas tree this year, Evan.
We did not.
I know. It's like we switched. Last year, you guys, it looked like Christmas Village up in your house.
She goes crazy every year. We have a 10-foot tree because we kind of have a peak ceiling. And she uses those old bulbs, the old C7, the incandescent bulbs. I think they've outlawed them now because you can only put like 2 on a strand because they'll pop fuses,
Yeah.
But man, those old lights are so beautiful. The big soft bulbs.
Yep.
The LED lights these days, they're harsh and it's different. And I love how she decorates. Vicky's got, I don't know, I'm guessing like 1,000 something vintage ornaments. I mean,
oh yeah,
she's got a lot. She's been collecting for years, and she's got boxes of vintage ornaments. So anyway, yeah, she decided she's not doing it this year. Her son is in Japan, and they don't celebrate Christmas over there, of course, or well, naturally, whatever. Anyway, but it's Kentucky Fried Chicken Day, so everybody goes crazy and gets Kentucky Fried Chicken on Christmas Day.
What?
That's what they do. You got to order it like weeks in advance.
Kentucky Fried Chicken?
In Japan, yeah, on Christmas Day.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't know. It's what they do. But anyway, she's like, he's in a country that's not celebrating Christmas, so as my own social experiment, I'm not celebrating the holidays this year. So she did not decorate inside or out, or no Christmas tree. She hasn't caved yet. So it's been
I
interesting.
would, I
Now,
would, I would wake up Christmas Day and say, "Hey, where's my KFC?"
yeah, if we're doing it Japanese style.
Derek in the chat room said they had IHOP for Thanksgiving was way better than the mess. I
Hmm.
get, you know what? The older I get, I can see that. I can see why
You know,
people went out to eat, and because look, my very first job, I was a meat carver at Old Country Buffet. Besides paper routes and stuff like that, but my legitimate first job, according to the government, was Old Country Buffet. And man, Thanksgiving Day, that line would be wrapped around Brentwood Village.
oh
And
yeah,
it was just steady nonstop from about 11 to 7 at night. But,
I could see it.
well, at the time, I didn't. I was like, man, who the hell comes to Old Country Buffet? But, man, if I had my choice to either have 15 people over at my house, or yeah, I'm choosing that.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of cleanup.
Yeah.
You got to have space for the people. If you've got a small house and you have a big family, you got problems there. Going back to the tree thing, one thing we talked about this year, kind of a bonus. Whenever we have a artificial tree, and both have their plus and minuses. I don't like real trees; it's such a pain in the ass, and allergies and all that stuff. But having a fake tree, those things, it's like a four-piece tree. You stash them in the basement, you bring them up. They're full of dust.
Oh,
They've been
yeah.
sitting in the basement. They're impossible really to wrap up and put back in any kind of box that they ever come out of. So you got all these tree sections in the basement. They have to go out through the back of the we have a egress in the back of the house to get to the basement, for big stuff. So you got to go out through the back of the basement, in through the back of the house, and you knock so much dust off and you're sneezing for days. And man, it's getting all that shit out every year. It's a dusty, nasty mess. And with allergies and just things, I don't want to deal with it. And so this year, I'm kind of happy that we didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. For some reason, we keep dropping.
Yeah, I dropped you for a second. I don't have a feed signal, but I hear you fine.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. I'm plugged directly in, so.
I think it's me here.
No, it's not you. It's the stream itself. So hopefully this doesn't happen too. Oh man, come on.
Yeah, I'm getting to waiting for live video signal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, I
But
know.
audio's still there.
Well, it will be because that's a separate thing we're on.
True.
So I mean,
But
action. Hold
I'm
on.
watching the closed caption.
Hold on, real quick. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. We've never had an issue, especially when I'm coming straight off the. I'm not like on Wi-Fi, you know what I mean?
Oh, hopefully we'll be okay. It seems to have cleared up.
Yeah, we'll see. Now there it goes again. What the freak?
Darn you, Zuckerberg, get your shit together.
Yeah, probably knew what you were going to complain about.
Now I'm gonna complain about him. Now.
Yeah, man, come on, man. We're trying to do something here. Well, guys, we always, if this gets too much, we do record the show, and it is on YouTube also. You can just go to Al from D-Town, and you'll find all our shows. See, waiting for signal. Oh. Yeah, I'm plugged in.
I'm good to go here.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
what's next?
I don't know. uh,
There goes my signal again.
Jesus Christ.
We'll write it out.
Yeah. Sorry to you guys on Facebook. You might have to catch this show on YouTube. Hopefully it clears up. But Evan, I do got a few lists for us today.
Okay.
I'm going to let you pick 2 out of 3. I'm going to give you 3 of them. And you pick the first one. And then first one, 19 things that cost a fortune, but we're still stupid enough to pay for. Or 15 things foreigners found extremely strange when visiting the U.S. Or 22 professions that used to be pivotal to society but are no longer needed.
Oh, that's interesting, man. All those are kind of...
I picked some good lists, don't I?
Yeah, there's things that pop into mind when you say each of them. You know, like that last one, I could say realtors. I see that's something that's changing. Anyway, let's take that third one first about occupations. I'm kind of curious.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is 22 professions that used to be pivotal to society but are no longer needed. The hooker better not be on here. Travel agent.
Yeah, I think that's slowly going away.
You got Expedia now. Watch out, dude. Don't be coming over here crashing on, the party and everything, and then falling. Oh my God, this dog. Telephone operator. Yeah, when's the last time you... Man, I'm going to call Zero right now just to talk to that chick. She's probably lonely as hell.
Is there one?
I don't know.
Does it go to... I don't know what happens. You just hit 0 like on an old landline.
Oh, this was a thing? I don't even think we had this back in... there was places you could take it, but a typewriter repairman?
Oh, yeah.
You used to be able to...
VCR?
Well, they used to come straight to your house. Some of them old typewriters were heavy as hell. My grandma had one that was like in a suitcase.
Oh, yeah, we had one, yeah. They were stones.
Milkman.
Oh, yeah. Iceman, Milkman, yeah.
Or as some may call him, Dad.
Uncle, yeah.
Chimney sweep.
That's still done a little bit, not often.
Yeah, but I don't think it's done the way it used to be.
Not when people burned like constantly like they did.
Yeah.
Through the winter.
Shoe shines.
Oh yeah, there's still the one downtown was actually owned by my godfather, Milton.
Oh, no kidding.
And I can't remember if one of his grandchildren was trying to take that over. Just that little booth, I think, on Prairie Street. Anyway, yeah, that's a thing of the past.
Yeah, boy, you know what? I think when that restaurant took that, or would it be right next to the gin mill?
Down the street, yeah. I think.
Okay. Tanner, you cannot be doing that. See him all like cocked up like he's like switchboard operator.
Yeah, same thing.
A town watchman. That's what I'm going to be.
Just keep an eye on things. It's called a cop.
We got lots
of them. Did you see anything? I was looking the other way. Damn it.
Lighthouse keeper. Oh my God. One of my favorite songs in the world is probably the most saddest and depressing songs ever. And it's by a band called Nickel Creek. And it's called The Lighthouse Tale. And I can't play it. I wish I could. But, I mean, here's the gist of a song. This guy runs this lighthouse. Then he meets a woman. And they're getting ready to get married, but she's going to sail away to get her family or whatever. I don't know. I don't know why she's going, but she is. And then he watched a storm hit the boat, and he found her body the next day up on the shore. And then after he did it, he climbs the lighthouse and runs off of it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but it's a great song. I know it doesn't sound it, trust me.
All right.
It is. I'll share it on my personal. A newspaper typesetter. My grandma used to do that.
Oh, yeah, that stuff's all just, just done and printed. It's right off a computer,
yeah.
I'm sure.
Elevator operator. I'm going to start doing that.
I was wondering if that was on the list. I remember as a kid, the Quiggles building on the corner there, Prairie and Main, down from the Lincoln, I remember going the elevator up there with my dad. I don't know what office was up in there or something, or maybe it was just furniture, but they had somebody in there 20, all day long, just running the elevator up and down.
We ought to rent you a tux and then find an elevator like in a 2-story place, and you can run the elevator like an apartment building.
I think there's still a guy at the Decatur Club.
I think there is too. There's some of them.
That's club kind of buildings and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
An ice cutter.
Yeah, they used to have to chop them into blocks and chisel them into blocks and take them and put them in your fridge.
The lamp lighter.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Before you had light bulbs.
Yeah, your street lights, all that.
A telegram messenger.
Somebody had to do it.
Yeah. Oh, no. I think I fucked up. Tanner, no. A fuller.
A what?
A fuller was someone who cleaned and thickened woolen cloth by pounding it with water and a special clay.
Woolen cloth. Wow.
It's called a fuller.
Okay.
At first, I thought that said fluffer.
Oh, shoot.
A town
Wrong
crier.
list. Town crier, yeah. They got those. They're just on the internet now.
Yeah, we still have those. We call them trolls.
Any others?
I don't know why chimney sweep's on there twice. Hat maker.
Yeah. What about a tinker?
It does not. No.
That used to be like the Little House on the Prairie guy. He had the wagon. He went around fixing like pots and pans, and it's where the term, like, I guess he had like a wood. If you got a hole in a pan, he put on this like wood buck or whatever you call it. I don't know what to call it. And then he'd solder like the hole shut. So they called that, like, he'd make a dam, and they call it, that was the tinker's dam.
Huh.
And sometimes, people ain't worth a tinker's dam. But anyway, that was a tinker went town to town and mending pots and pans for people, and, horseshoes and all kinds of, stuff like that, blacksmithing stuff.
Rag and bone man.
A what?
A rag and bone man. Oh, we still got these. The rag and bone man was once a common sight in urban areas, collecting unwanted household items and selling them for scrap. We still got those dudes. Yeah, we just don't call them that.
Oh, scrappers.
Now, I don't know how this is pronounced. It's either Cooper or Copper. It wouldn't be Copper, would it? He's skilled in making wooden barrels and casks.
Oh, it is a Cooper or whatever.
Yeah, Cooper. That's what. Okay.
I guess is that what it's called?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
Yeah. Like
Because copper
every time
COP.
they make a batch, they can't reuse that barrel.
Right, right. They can sell it to make something, use it for like, whatever else. But yeah, you're right. There's certain laws on it.
They have to make a new barrel every time.
Blacksmith.
Yeah, pretty rare.
And
I have an old friend from high school that's like he's in Arizona. Yeah, Arizona. He's a blacksmith. He's been doing it for years, and it's pretty much a lost art.
I think that's it, Evan. Yeah, blacksmith was the last one.
Hmm.
So there you
Cool
go.
stuff.
22 jobs that are no longer needed. Can you think of any jobs that you have seen come and go? What about
Oh
the guy that
yeah.
used to rewind the VHS tapes at the movie stores? That dude is gone. All right, Evan, we got
Or
19 things that cost a fortune, but we're still stupid enough to pay for. Or 15 things foreigners found extremely strange when visiting the U.S.
I'm kind of curious what we pay for what overpriced things we pay for.
Okay, let's go that.
Weed.
19 things that cost a fortune, but we are still stupid enough to pay for. Designer water.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
Silly.
listen. Smart water is not going to make you smart. Drinking water's a good idea, but if you want to get smart, you got to read and shit like that. Like learn. A sip of water. Oh,
Yeah. Bottled water bugs me. It's so silly. But designer water, some of what people pay for a bottle of water,
oh.
it's just silly. It's
brand
water.
brand name medications.
Very true.
Generic medications often contain all the same active ingredients as their brand name counterparts.
I think it's weird the stuff that is so like translabeled like
Did you just
uh
come up and burp? Dude.
doggy burp nasty. Um Unisom, sleeping pills
Oh, yeah.
is one of those is actually double what a Benadryl is. It's Dramamine. It's just double the dose is what a Unisom is. And I'm like, wait a minute, you start to compare the price, you catch Unisom on sale if if you need your Benadryl. Pretty interesting. If you just watch you know, what is translabeled or whatever you want to call it,
Uh,
cross labeled.
the next one, airport food. It is stupid.
Airport food.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, paying $17 for that lame ass burger really sucks.
Yeah. This one,
Glad this is on the expense account.
college textbooks. But you know what? That isn't the consumer's fault right there. Because, you got a lot of these universities that are in with these people, and so they renew the textbook every couple years.
Oh, well, big like you go to U of I, a lot of times your professor wrote that book that is the required reading material. Now, what they do is like every year, every other year, they do a new edition of it. And they demand that you buy the new edition. So your used books is worth nothing. You have to buy the new edition. It's a scam. Yeah, the price of at Eastern, I went to Eastern, you check out your books. It's all in the price of your tuition. You go there the first day with a big milk crate and they load you up and they're like, this is your books for the semester. Some of them you wouldn't even touch, but I think it was awesome. Didn't have to go out and pay, on top of your tuition, another $700 in books that you may never even open.
The next one is
Scam.
printer ink. Tanner, what are you doing, dude? He is just all up on it tonight.
Yeah.
Cable television.
Yeah, we dropped ours.
Yeah, I do have cable here because it's in with my rent. So that's the only reason I have it, and I never watch it. This just says bottled water. So
same thing.
Yeah. And then event ticket fees. But I agree on some of this, but how can you get away from it? Can you just tell Ticketmaster, no, I ain't paying all them stupid fees? And they'll be like, oh, okay. Sorry. No. Is it that some of this isn't our fault?
Concert tickets they're steep, but I mean it is what it is, what you're paying for.
Gourmet popcorn.
Yeah, I could see that. It's popcorn.
Yeah, and well, they're talking about movie theaters in general.
But even just that skinny pop and all this stuff, it's fucking popcorn. You can buy a whole jar of it and make it a lot cheaper yourself if you want.
Brand name fashion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've never been a real. I buy what's on sale. I ain't gonna lie.
What's going by the wayside. I mean, so many people aren't wearing big label stuff anymore. They're shopping discount places, and you're seeing a lot of delabeling of clothes. People are getting kind of away from that.
This is me. I'm bad about this. Pre-cut vegetables and fruit.
Oh yeah,
I buy
fruit
a lot of
especially.
Yeah. But I don't want to sit there and peel and do all that shit.
Because we're lazy. I'm with you. Yeah, you get pretty ambitious before you buy fruit, and then it sits on.
Yeah,
peel it and slice it.
Then it all looks like a lime. That used to be a cantaloupe. This says fast fashion. I don't know what that means. Fast fashion items may be cheap, but their true cost is often hidden. Poor quality. Okay, that must be for the ladies. Single-use coffee pods.
Dumb. Yeah.
I like them, no, because I don't drink a whole pot of coffee. I'm not a big coffee drinker, so for someone like me, 1 cup's enough.
I can understand.
In-game purchases. Like, on your, I don't know what's hot now. Candy Crush was hot a couple years ago. And
Never done that stuff. No.
People would spend $5, 99 cents here. Custom ringtones.
Man, my phone rings so little, I almost forget what it sounds like.
I don't even like to, honestly, half the time my ringer's off.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I'm at work, I'll check it from time to time, but I don't need to hear that shit. And plus it makes me mad because I use a phone through my Bluetooth speaker and it shuts off my freaking music. So don't quit calling me, telemarketer. Frank isn't there. And now I'm going to have to be hateful towards you because you cut off Tupac, Thug and Me, the remix. Now I got to cuss you out. Mini bar snacks is on the list. Yeah, never, unless they tell you, hey, everything in that fridge is free.
Yeah.
Then don't
touch it.
Yep, don't touch it. Because you will pay like $3 for a can of Coke.
Oh, yeah. Easy.
Easy. Lottery tickets.
Idiot tax, yeah.
The odds of winning big in a lottery are astronomically low.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, that's my That's my retirement plan, Evan. Buy $100 worth of lottery tickets and hope for the best. Premium gasoline.
Yeah.
For most,
unless you really need it, you don't.
And usually it's just the high performance vehicles that need that.
Yeah, old cars, high performance, yeah.
Greeting cards.
Oh, hate. I hate those things. $5 waste of paper. It's just, we kill a tree and kill $5 out of my wallet. It's stupid. It's just, I hate them.
Oh, I think that was it. Did I skip one? Nope. Greeting cards was the last one, Evan.
Pretty good stuff that I wouldn't come to mind unless I had really thought a long time about it.
Right.
But there are some things like that. It just irks you. Like, gosh, this is stupid. Yeah.
I tell you what.
Soda goes along with a lot of that, though.
Yeah. Let's go ahead, Evan. We'll. It's 8:30ish, so we'll jump into a little bit of weird and wacky news from around the world. And actually, I got two. I got to find it. But there was a mother in Mexico eaten by a huge shark.
Oh, no.
And then there was also, they actually got one on the, I think, East Coast too, that, giant shark swims next to ship. Yep. 1,600-pound great white shark has been seen swimming off the East Coast of the United States. And this lady got hit in Mexico. Evan, we're surrounded by freaking sharks. See?
Yeah,
that's why I don't mess with the ocean, man.
That's where sharks live.
I love swimming and shit, but there's really, unless I know there ain't no sharks around, because there's certain places you can go where they'll have actual, like, what they call shark netting to keep out, the bigger prey fish and everything. So, like, something like that, I'd be cool with. But, like, just going down in the ocean and scuba diving and shit like that, man, after reading all these shark attacks, yeah, I think that's off the bucket list, bro.
Just take a little harpoon gun.
No, because,
It's a mace if it gets near you.
Listen, I have a problem with the word shark attack.
No, it's shark having dinner.
Right, because that's where they live. If that shark, like, walked up on the beach and bit that lady, then fine. And I'm not saying she deserved that's horrible that she was killed.
That's a tragedy then.
But man, then you got to do something. I don't know. I just stay out of the ocean. There's shit in there we don't even know about. We're finding new species of animals and sharks and viruses and everything every day in the ocean. I don't want to be the first one to be eaten by some, we've never seen this shark before, but it bit that skinny white dude right in half.
Well, maybe they can name it after you. They can call it an Allen Eater or something like that. You got bit by an Allen Eater. What's the chance of that happening?
Yeah. Key parts meant for use in the final launch of an Italian-made Vega rocket were found crushed in a landfill.
Whoa. Italian rocket?
Yeah. So much for their... I know you've never even knew the Italians had a space program, did you? Either did they,
No.
because they keep throwing all their shit away at the landfill, Evan. They have not had one single successful rocket fire.
Can't they
Hey,
just lie about it like we did? Just like, yeah, we've been there. We'll fake some shit on camera, you know.
where's that starter? Dale! Dale! Where'd you put that damn starter? Oh, I thought that was scrap.
Yeah. Italian space program.
Yeah, there you go.
What
Oh,
could have
man.
been?
Boy, I got a picture on this one, Evan. Skies in Mongolia turn blood red. This shit's
Ooh.
crazy, dude.
I've seen stuff like that. Yeah.
Can I get this picture any bigger? Hold on. I don't have my glasses, so I gotta scoot up. I don't think I can, but I think you'll get the gist of it. And let me go. I mean, they are red. It almost looks like some of that orange stuff we had during them fires, but man, this is, whoo. I wish I could get that picture bigger.
Another lithium mine on fire? Huh.
That's what I'm wondering. So there you go. Yeah, that's crazy right there, man. I don't. That's not. Is that nighttime though?
I don't know. That's bizarre though.
Because I don't know.
So many weird glitches lately. I've seen videos on like TikTok of people freaking over like square clouds. Like, I mean, this like perfect 90-degree cloud. Like, what's going on?
I wish I could get it
in the sky.
Wish I could get it full screen, man. Because
I think it happens.
I think it is nighttime, and there was something going on, where we have something going on with the atmosphere, where like the northern lights and everything, all those anomalies and are going to happen kind of brighter and more intense. So
I've noticed the sun being really bright lately. Like when I've gotten up in the middle of the night, like 3 or 4 in the morning, and we've got our back door. It's got blinds on there, but I can see the light coming through. Even putting a square on the floor, like it's like light outside. I mean, like we've had some really bright moons lately that I've never seen before.
Evan, this is something you're going to want to watch your screen again. English doctor wins Australian Mullet of the Year contest.
Hands down, I can see it. No contest.
Hey, dude.
It's a nice specimen right there.
Save some booty for the rest of us.
Yeah.
Man.
Dang, he's going to get it all. He's playing for keeps with that one.
Man. Billy Ray Cyrus ain't got shit on me. Street racers continue to damage parking garage.
They're not street racers. There's hooligans with stolen cars half the time. What are they doing? Racing up and down a parking garage?
Yeah. They are burning up the new $1 million surface on the top level of the deck. The cars arrive in groups of 4 or 5 every few minutes and race to the top deck, where they meet with other groups and were observed doing lengthy burnouts.
Oh.
You know what happened? It's a bunch of dudes that went and saw Tokyo Drift.
Yeah. I don't understand the people doing the donuts and intersection of people getting hit by cars. It's just insanity for no purpose. I don't know. I mean, growing up, I did some little street racing, but we usually took it out and we weren't stupid around people and stuff. You know, it had happened, but these days, I don't know that it's a whole different ball game. And I hate when people say these car people. I'm like, these aren't car people. These are thugs and stolen cars. You know,
Right.
a lot of times stolen Hellcats and Corvettes and stuff like that. They don't care. They knock the bumpers off or whatever. It's it gives it all a bad name, and it sucks that drag strips closed over time. There's very few drag strips, and that stuff happens on the street.
Yep. Yep. A driver of prisoner transport van quits job en route is charged with kidnapping.
Wow.
That job would fucking suck.
Yeah.
You know, people are sitting there just talking shit about, because you get to go home. But now, 21-year-old Joshua of Orlando, Florida, is arrested on 5 felony counts. So, Evan, he's not going to be driving that bus the next time he's on it.
Good deal.
Oh, shit. He told the owner that he was quitting his job in the middle of the trip. He refused to stop at the intended destination with the prisoners. Deputies quickly located and stopped the van on Interstate 40 near mile marker 154.
Wow.
So, man, I wonder if he was like, maybe he had a buddy. That they were kind of planning something.
Could have been.
Oh, here we go. A powerful cannibal solar burst will hit Earth within the next few, well, it says will hit Earth tonight, but that was 2 days ago.
So how was it?
It just said widespread auras predicted. Birds 1, fighter jets 0, Evan. The birds went against the Korean Air Force, and, well, now the Koreans are writing off an $85 million fighter jet.
Because it sucked in a bird?
Yep.
But really?
Yeah.
They build jets. They fire like frozen chickens and shit into them. You ever seen that?
Yes.
Maybe they're not frozen, but they fire like chickens out of a cannon into these jet engines to see how they'll handle it. Make sure that it usually just vaporizes them, slices them up. It's just like a big fan blade. But I can't believe a bird took it out.
Family Feud contestants allegedly given herpes test in Dawson era. Richard Dawson is who they're talking about, and.
Well, now back up.
Well, it seems that before you could go on the Family Feud, old Mr. Dawson wanted to know if you had the herpes.
Oh, he was quite the
Richard
player.
Dawson's is well known for kissing female contestants on the mouth, which is would be frowned upon these days, to say the least.
Yeah, it was Richard.
But a contestant revealed that before her appearance, entered her dressing room with a magnifying glass and a cotton swab and said, "Okay, everybody line up for your herpes test." One viewer complained, "Richard Dawson spreads more bugs every week than a flu epidemic."
Man. Woo.
I wonder how many times he did get shit like that.
I don't know. Things have changed. Hollywood, the shit they used to get away with.
Dawson, who died in 2012 from cancer at the age of 79, told the Television Academy in 2010 that he started doing it to help calm the contestants' nerves, recalling a woman so nervous she couldn't name a green vegetable. So I'm going to kiss her on the mouth and... Yeah.
Awesome.
Although ABC told Dawson to quit kissing because of the complaints, he said thousands of letters poured in support of them. So he continued to kiss the females on the show. Evan the Grinch tries to steal Christmas, stands in front of an elementary school with a Santa is fake sign.
Oh no, that's cold-blooded.
Yeah, you know what? I would have probably went to jail because I'd have went and punched that dude right in the face. Man,
Some
don't.
people need to be punched.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't ruin shit for people. Just because you don't. I hate people like that. I honestly do. Though to me, those are some of the worst kind of people.
Yeah.
You know, that just want to ruin shit for people. It's like, okay, if it ain't your thing, it ain't your thing.
But if you're that miserable,
don't do
just
it.
take yourself out and leave people alone. Yeah.
I don't really want a hospital security guard accused of, doing nasty things with an elderly woman's corpse. How is that strange? And I guess that is strange, but.
Yeah. I think more typical than we want to think, but seems to be that pops up in the news fairly often.
Also, the hospital in the UK is now hiring for security guards. Now, I do not understand this headline, so I'm going straight to the story. Here's the headline. Fight over cat kills 85-year-old Pennsylvania wife, husband coated in blood. A cat fight, more specifically, a fight over a cat's veterinarian care left an 85... Oh, okay. Well, was that her husband?
They got in a fight over the cat's health care?
Yeah.
Wow,
man. This ain't
I can see it, though.
This shit ain't very funny news, man.
I had a friend that worked in a pet store, and he said he's seen marriages end over saltwater tanks.
Oh, yeah, I believe that.
Like, damn. Okay.
What are you doing? The Serentine bat uses its super large penis as an arm when mating.
As an arm?
That's what it says here.
Known as the Tommy Lee bat.
It'll even play drums.
Wow.
Okay, Evan, you know, that's all your news. It was getting pretty dark there.
Yeah.
Grandma and Grandpa trying to knife each other over the cat bill. Let's go and see what our buddy Dave Moreland is up to at Bozo Criminal of the Day. And this one is coming from the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade. This bozo put his footprints in the snow. Story follows shortly thereafter. This year's cold case comes from Monroe, Michigan, where the cops were dispatched to report of a porch pirate stealing packages, Evan.
Oh, no.
Our bozo didn't know it, but he already had 2 strikes against him. One, a nice picture of him caught on the act by a Ring doorbell. And 2, the footprints he left behind in the snow as he ran from house to house. Not to mention the package wrapping he dropped along the trail. It wasn't long before the cops spotted him, and when his boots prints matched the prints in the snow, he was busted. So there you go.
Big surprise.
Yeah. Oh, I love stupid people.
Yeah, they make things entertaining, that's for sure.
They do. They make it so. They make life just funny. you know.
Yeah.
So anyway, that is show 101 for this evening. Evan, no, it isn't. God dang it. You got something to talk about, don't you, Evan?
Well, little bit.
Okay.
It's been a slow week, but the other day Vicky showed me this video and the French. I've never understood this growing up. Well, I don't understand it now. How people always talk about the French being, pussies and how wimpy they are, and the jokes about, their tanks have one forward gear and seven reverse gears, all that stuff.
Right.
And I'm just amazed these days where this comes from, because the French, if you kind of study them, they're pretty radical. They're pretty not ungovernable, but in a way they try to be. But they rebel and protest more than anything I'm seeing in this country. I'm just amazed at the protests just this year. Stuff that they've done. I mean, and stuff in the past, like I said, ungovernable. They put up speed cameras there, like in guardrails and all that stuff. They took them out. They vandalized them. They but in the last year, their protests, they raised their retirement age from 62 to 64, and they had 1 million people in the streets. The city workers, going on strike when there was trash everywhere. Um, they had protests. They stormed the BlackRock headquarters. I mean, this is all this stuff this year. They had their president, an egg got thrown at him by a protester, blasting right on the side of the head. I'm amazed the shit they're doing and getting away with, And I mean, these people don't have guns. Their police have guns, but they don't fire at them like our police do.
Right.
But anyway, they've had a tax increase. The farmers were taking giant bales of hay and they were stuffing them in the banks right through the door, stuffing the lobbies of this bank with hay bales, and went around. Turned all the street signs upside down, unbolted these street signs, turned them upside down, bolted them back together. I mean, these people go to great lengths to protest some shit, you know. But this last one, I was cracking up. They've had some trying to pass some emission thing onto these farmers or tax, and these farmers blocked, downtown with their equipment, brought in their equipment. They had a big tanker truck full of manure, and they're driving by blasting this government building with this. It's a poop cannon. It's like a shit slurry cannon. They're blasting this building with government building, and they're just nailing the second floor as they go by real slow. And there's like on this building, there's 3 sets of windows, and this of like kind of shutter style, French style windows, I guess you'd say.
Right.
And the second set they hit, they weren't latched, so it knocked these windows open a couple inches. And they drive by and people like, back up, back up. So they back up, and they're blasting this cannon right into this window of the second floor of this building. I'm like, these people are nuts. I can't believe what they do and get away from, with, and their police just pretty much have to stand down. But I've just been amazed all the protests they've had this year, and I know we've had some protests in this country, and we've had some Palestine protests, and they have too. But
you know what? But I heard something that actually made me proud to be in Illinois, or to be an Illinoisan, or whatever. And back in October, our governor passed this stupid ass that will not make it through the Supreme Court, this gun ban or whatever. And if you own one of the weapons, you're supposed to go and register it. All right, there's like 2.4 million of them, 3,300 people. And you have to have this done by like the middle of January or something. So we're like a few weeks away from it. And there's only 3,300 people that have complied. We are talking about over 99% non-compliance.
And those guns were probably lost in a fishing accident, I'm thinking.
Well, no, dude, no. That's
what happens.
Yeah, and that is not government's job. you know, they cannot tell you you cannot protect your family. So
they're going to try.
Yep. And I thank God, you know, because honestly, if 300,000 go before and do it, it's still going to be, you know, you're still going to be at what? Probably less than 20, 25, 30% compliance.
Mm-hmm.
So now the fact that right now it's like 99% non-compliance, and even the I think it's like there's only 2 sheriffs that are gonna do anything about it, and they're up in Cook County. The rest of the sheriffs are like, we ain't going house to house and grabbing guns.
No. Hope it doesn't ever come to that.
No, but you do have just remember, you always have a voice. Even it doesn't even have to be, you don't have to go and stand in front of anywhere to protest. I mean,
right.
Your actions do that. If a company that, wants to get all political, quit fucking using them. A lot of them companies are finding out what that shit does, to get all political. We don't care about your political. We want your product. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
We don't care what you think. I have never ate a bag of Doritos and thought, hey, I wonder what Doritos thinks of homeless dogs. Yeah, I don't give a shit. I know what I do.
You don't want Coca-Cola telling you you're too white.
Too white.
Yeah, these days, I mean, with Starbucks getting hit really bad right now.
Yeah.
Target, a lot of people, and they're finding out that we have a voice. We can learn from the Frenchmen,
Yeah.
And I want, not that I want to see everybody protest, but we've got to do something. We can't keep just taking it and taking it. Okay, we'll pay more taxes. Okay, I'll pay more taxes. We're just this can't keep going on. We have to stand up sometime, and we're so afraid in this country, the police or what we may lose, that we're afraid to stand up. And I guess someday we'll have nothing to lose, and we'll just have to. But,
yeah,
it's getting interesting.
It is. It's interesting times we are living in, and well, that's why me and Chili come on every Sunday or Monday, and try to take your mind away from the world, except when we discover or talk about stuff like this.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where to go with it.
Yeah, I don't either.
There's a lot of people and there's a lot of guns in this country, and this is the last one. No one's going to come and save us. And things, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But the people running the show, the people running the big show, they don't want you to have guns. Just remember that. And they have agenda, and they'll do things to make you want to hand them over.
Well, yeah, it's easier to
enough said.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have enough people to form an armed militia, I mean, it's written in there. Go read the Bill of Rights. Just go read it. There's a reason that them people that wrote all that shit, they saw what is happening. They saw it coming. Because they
said
they know there's money involved and greed and, hey, how can we make these people? I tell you what, if you read about the, like the Boston Tea Party and everything, man, just imagine if them people were alive today.
Over some tea.
Man.
Over a small tax increase.
Whew. Yeah. Man, we'd have a Boston Tea Party every week in Illinois.
Yeah, but we don't. We don't stand up.
No.
So I guess we get what we get.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Anyway,
Yeah,
we better
I
get off
can't say
this, Evan.
anything. You haven't seen me at a protest, so I can't say anything.
But look, let me tell you something about protests. They do absolutely fucking nothing. If you aren't going and you're not actually talking to a lawmaker, or you're not talking to a lawyer, or if you're just standing there holding a fucking sign, what is that doing?
Nothing.
Nothing.
And I like to see that the people in this country are standing up for Palestinians and everything, but blocking streets in New York, all you're doing is pissing off other people in New York. You are not solving anything for those people over there.
And these global or climate activists that do that shit, you are pissing so many people off that you might think you are doing something good, and it might be good, but you are going about it the wrong way. That is
You're
not
drawing negative attention.
Yeah, because piss somebody off and see if they're going to go and support your cause.
Yeah, when you're a bunch of dildos that just blocked some streets for no reason.
Hey, go and punch a dude in the face and then ask him, hey, man, would you adopt this puppy? He'd be like, fuck you and that puppy. But anyway, we better quit, Evan. We're getting a little political this evening, which we seldom do. But we're not telling you, who to go vote for or anything like that. We're just telling you, hey, watch your ass, because we've been alive for over 50 years. Both sides have ran it, and it hasn't gotten better for us.
It doesn't matter who you have in office. Things are going to go the trajectory that they're going,
right.
No matter what.
Right. But Evan, tell them goodbye.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone. A little delayed show this week, but thank you for hanging out with us, and I hope you have a wonderful week. We got Christmas coming up. Spend some time with your family. Enjoy life.
Hell yeah. Show 101 in the books. Next week is show 102. I want to take a minute just to say, kind of, I know it's a busy season, and man, just stop and be nice to somebody, if it's holding a door for them. I know a lot of places are automatic doors, so you can't do that anymore. If you see a stranger, just smile. Unless they're trying to get you into a van, then don't. Unless it says free tacos on it, then you call me. I'll get in that van.
There you go.
But anyway, gang, yeah, I hope, spend as much time as with your family and your loved ones as much as possible, because, you never know that, I've been hearing rumors about a big asteroid, so, I'm going to be pissed if we don't even make it to show 110.
Oh, dang.
Anyway, gang, peace, we love you, and be good to one another. It's Al from D-Town. That's Chili442, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Later.